And after 2.5 hours of fighting with Google Plus, this is Office Hours with Ginger Snapworks. I'm Amy Novakuski, the CEO of Ginger Snapworks, and we build social businesses. I'm here tonight with Roberta Lip of CopyPunch. Roberta, say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am less frustrated than you, but
Yeah.
you know, tech gets my goat.
Let me tell you, Google Hangouts is the bane of my existence right now. Every other thing by Google is so elegantly designed, so smart, so easy to use, and Google Hangouts is just not there yet. It doesn't make sense how Hangouts on air is different than a Hangout event, which is different than like a regular Hangout. It doesn't make sense how there's your Google Plus presence, and then you can create a Google page and then a Google community, but a Google community can't do the same thing as a Google page. They can't do the same thing as Google Plus, and you get analytics in one. You don't get, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I so want to fall in love with Google Plus, and they make it really hard.
Yeah, you have it all a lot more worked out than I do. All I know is when I get invited to a hangout, I don't know where to go in from, and it invites me 5 different ways, and sometimes none of the 5 ways actually let me in. And then I want to scream from the top of something, tall, where screaming will be good.
Yes. So now that we've complained a little bit about Google
That was
Plus,
fun. Good
yeah,
times.
yeah. So we want to play good copy, bad copy tonight. So Roberta, what's good copy, bad copy?
Well, good copy, bad copy is so CopyPunch takes care of the messaging and the copy for small businesses and entrepreneurs. And I get a little geeky about copy and advertising and marketing and what works and what doesn't and what's clever and what's effective and what isn't, as you do.
Right.
You're less geeky about the copy than I am, but you're right. We definitely have this passion.
Well,
So
I'm certainly the kind of person that watches the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl commercials. Oh, and don't mind my hair right now because I have earphones on underneath this, so my hair is all like poofed out and weird. I don't know, I'm weird because I'm seeing myself, right? So I'm all weird about my hair.
well, in the tech complaints, my hair was really good, and then I put on my headphones, and I could live with that. But then at the last minute, I couldn't hear, so now I don't know what my hair looks like. So thanks.
This is like such a hashtag first world problem.
Exactly.
You know. Okay, yeah. So good copy, bad copy.
So good
We
copy, bad copy um, is just a fun little game, and it's especially fun when you can find 2 examples that are comparable, right? Where like where the products are similar, or it can even be an older campaign and a newer campaign of the same product, but does it work? And and looking at what works about it, what doesn't work about it, and
Right. So when we were deciding on what to talk about tonight on office hours, so office hours is this idea that I have. Remember, when you were in college and you had a little problem, and all you had to do was hop into your professor's office during office hours, and you would get your question answered, get back on track, and can go about your work. There isn't office hours for small business. I had a WordPress problem. It took me 4 hours of research on Google to find an answer, and I still couldn't fix the problem. 20 minutes after talking to a friend, WordPress expert, my problem was solved and I was back in business, literally back in business, because I'm a small business owner. My website breaks or I break my website and I don't make money, right? So that's why I created office hours. So tonight during Good Copy, Bad Copy, what we're going to do is show you an example of good copy and bad copy for 2 ads that kind of try and achieve the same thing.
right.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen,
Yes, please.
and I'm going to share it full screen, and I'm going to take you to one of the copy. Okay, so I found this on the interwebs, and I searched for Fresh Direct and their advertisements. Now, this is an ad that hangs out in the New York City subway. You can actually see 2 ads, one across the top and then one by the exit doors. So all it says is diet smarter, it's simple, right? This is a picture of another subway ad, right? So same location, for another company. Fresh Direct, if you guys don't know, is a grocery delivery service. So you order your groceries online, you pick a time when you want them to deliver, and they carry your groceries up the 4th flight of stairs so you don't have to. This is an ad that I found not too long ago for Seamless. Seamless is a website where you can order from local restaurants, like every local restaurant in your neighborhood in New York City. So like within 40 minutes, you can get everything from Thai to chimichangas delivered to your apartment, right? Again, it's a Subway ad, and this one says it's easy, like deleting friends after their 529th invite to Candy Crush. So, Roberta, good copy, bad copy?
I wanted to, first of all, I use both of these services. I've been using Fresh Direct a lot lately because of my laziness and my steep walk-up situation.
Well, it's not only that, it's just super convenient. You order your groceries online, they show up.
It's really convenient, and they always have a coupon, all that. So I when I first looked at the Fresh Direct ad, I was attracted to it. Right there it is. So like that is good, clean advertising copy.
Right. On the surface, it's a really nice picture. Very.
I don't know what it means.
Roberta, like, I don't think you can hear me anymore.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, okay.
I just didn't hear what you said because I was talking to you, but I can hear you.
So it's a good ad, right? Yeah. It's a good picture. It's easy to read. It's got really high contrast colors on it. Like it's got all the good stuff going into a really good advertisement. We're talking specifically about the ad across the top.
Right.
But as you said, what the hell does it mean?
I don't know what it means. And I'm not playing devil's advocate here, right? And I can do that. I can look at something where I do know what it means and say, well, it's being a little vague and, pretend for the point. I could figure out what I think they're trying to say to me, but like.
But you shouldn't have to work that hard on an advertisement.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, now diet, whether you're talking to me or not, there is an assumption in our society that dieting is pretty much talking to everybody because everybody wants to diet. I'm not even going to touch that for this. Diet smarter. It's simple.
Well, what's smarter?
Or what's simple? Like what?
Right.
What are you talking about? And by the way, I'm a Fresh Direct customer. So I know how Fresh Direct works. Now, again, not really looking for diet foods, but I don't even know as a customer what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means.
Right. Does it mean that they have meals already pre-cooked and portioned and planned and they're going to show up piping hot out of the oven for you? Like when I read Diet Smarter, what's smarter for me regarding diet is you have a personal chef standing in your kitchen cooking your damn food. Right? That's smarter.
I don't know what it means. I swear I don't know what it means.
Right. Now, okay, so let's look over to like the Seamless ad.
Right.
Now, we talked about this before when we were prepping for this little interview. Like deleting friends after their 529th invite to Candy Crush. That's not actually all that easy. Like when you think about the mechanics behind it, to like delete a friend from Facebook is not the easiest task in the world.
Right.
But
it's actually not accurate to what you do with, I guess there are some people who do, but there's actually a way. So, there's actually a more effective way, which is to turn off the invites without deleting the friend. However, so there's something that I talk about as a copywriter, where I talk about making the words, making the copy, making everything general and specific and personal. Now, that all sounds contradictory when you put it all together, right? Certainly general and specific sound like contradictory terms. And then how do you make it personal when you're talking a lot of times to everyone. Certainly in a subway, you're talking to everyone, right? But this ad, it's easy, like deleting friends after their 529th invite to Candy Crush, um, is a makes me feel like you're talking to me.
Right, because this is a very particular experience, right? The reason why it works is because it nails their target audience so clearly. Seamless's target audience are the people who are highly tech savvy, right? Because they have a Seamless app on their phone. It's a reasonable guess that a lot of them play Candy Crush.
Sure, the age, all of that in terms of
Right.
the demo. Now,
And it's also a perceived like idea that, oh my God, if you invite me to Candy Crush one more time, I'm gonna delete you. And then we have a vision in our head that we're pressing the delete button with our finger, and that person like blows up with rockets and all that stuff, right?
right,
Like that's how it's perceived in our head, how easy it is to delete a friend for sending too many Candy Crush videos,
right, and
right?
that's what I mean by general and specific. See, I don't play Candy Crush. I've never played Candy Crush. I I got a handful of invites at one time and then they stopped because I figured out how to stop it. So this problem isn't actually specifically my problem, right? And
Right.
yet I get it. And because it was general enough that it includes the idea of so many of us, and
Right.
specific enough, talking about something really specific, right? I feel like, oh, you get me.
Right, right. And there's none of that over here in this Fresh Direct article. There's none. Diet smarter, it's simple. Dieting's not simple. Smarter dieting is not necessarily simple. Like, I don't get it.
And
What
I
the
don't.
hell are you selling?
And what does Fresh Direct have to do with the solution to that dieting is dumb or complicated? I really don't know. I really
Right.
don't.
So this is a great example. Like both ads are trying to convey the same message. Use our service. It solves problems in your life and it's very easy to use, right? Both ads are trying to convey the same exact message, but we have like a great good copy, bad copy example here. Fresh
Right.
Direct, it's just bad copy,
Right.
right? It's not the ad itself. It's not the pictures in the ad, the text, the font type, the placing of the $15 off, right? It's not the mechanics of the ad, where like the mechanics of the Fresh Direct ad, yeah, we can make some arguments that it's not great. Like I don't even know what that little thing in the background is. Is that
And
like a shopping bag? I have no idea,
right. And
right?
here's what's interesting about it too. It doesn't explain what Seamless does does or is. It doesn't talk about what the solution that Seamless offers is. It assumes you know. It
Right.
reminds you how easy it is. By the way, you're on the subway on your way home and you're hungry,
Right.
right?
Right. Right. So that's like an example of good copy versus bad copy. Now here's something for you to take away as like a business owner, right? So at Ginger Snap Works, we do a lot of social media, and a lot of that is copywriting, right?
Sure.
We write tons and tons and tons of copy, and here's what's there for you to take away as a small business owner or entrepreneur trying to do your own marketing, right? Is how can you get this general but specific content out there, and how can you relate to something that is universally, how can you write the words that your customers go, well, yes, of course, right? That you have that connection with them through the words that you put on a piece of paper or on a digital screen.
Right.
That's what good copy really is.
Right.
Good copy is not, in my opinion, so correct me if I'm wrong, Roberta.
Mm.
Good copy, in my opinion, is not tooting your own horn. Good copy, in my opinion, is about connecting with you so that I don't have to say how awesome I am.
That's exactly right. That I mean, in the world of right and wrong, which there is no absolute.
It's just shades of gray.
I think that's exactly right. I think that good copy is all about the experience of the person reading it, about themselves, about maybe what's possible for them, about what might change in their lives, or just about, I mean, again, going back to the Seamless ad, just the experience of being gotten, listen, like really, like you get me, you know my world, right?
Right.
That gives me, and this is such a crazy concept, but as the person reading that copy, I have the experience of being listened to.
Right. That like seamless understands what it's like to live in your body in your universe. Now, if this was an ad for Depends, it would be the bad copy example, right?
Absolutely.
Because Depends and Candy Crush, they don't belong on the same planet together.
Right.
Like
What,
Denter
well,
Cream and Candy Crush Saga, like they're
right.
not relatable.
What you would say, and it depends if you, okay, if we were playing, this could be a fun game, Amy.
Oh no.
Like 6 degrees of separation, but the opposite. Like, how do we put Depends and Candy Crush Saga into one ad? And the answer is your grandchildren are all wondering about their blah blah, their Candy Crush, while you're worried about this. Wouldn't it be nice to worry about what they're worried about? Now that was, I just did that off my head, and it wasn't good copy. But right
Right.
now the Depends person feels listened to.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, maybe we should do like creating copy on the fly or something for our next edition
I'm
of.
always I'm always scared I can't do it, but I can, but then I pull that stuff out my Depends box. So, let's do it.
Maybe we'll do
One,
copy on the fly.
there's
Here's another.
like it's like improv. Think of a product that your grandmother would use. Think of a how do you make an ad out of that?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right. So my intention with office hours is to keep it really short and brief. Because honestly, do you want to hear us going on for like 2 hours? Although you might. We get actually awfully entertaining after a while. Particularly, I did have my little coffee mug here that has not coffee in it, but the alcoholic beverage of my choice.
I was going to say I'm pretty sure there's a beer in the fridge for that from that time. A friend of mine left them here after watching my cat.
Well, we thought it would be a good present for you.
We appreciated it.
So that was good copy, bad copy. Hopefully all works well when I hit stop broadcast and this little Google Hangout goes right to YouTube. If not, guess what? We're going to do it again.
Woo!
Yay! So to sum up, I'm Amy Novakuski with Ginger Snap Works. We build social businesses, which means we take a look at your all of your marketing, from your email marketing to your event speaking, wherever you touch your clients, and we turn it social for you and help amplify all of that inside social media and drive traffic to your website by writing the content for you. So that's what we do at Ginger Snap Works. You can find us at Ginger Snap Works, GingerSnapWorks, on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, pretty much anywhere that there's a social media outlet. Ginger Plus, Ginger Snap Works is there. And Roberta Lip is of CopyPunch. Roberta, how do people get in touch with you if they're interested in copywriting services?
They get in touch with me by visiting my website, copypunchnyc.com, or there is a CopyPunch page on Facebook. Those are the best ways to get in touch with me. And
Excellent.
yeah.
So copypunchnyc.com and gingersnapworks.com for all your social media stuff. Roberta, thank you for your patience while I yelled and screamed at Google for 2 hours.
Thank you very much for having me on as your first guest in the new iteration.
Oh, yeah. So let me talk about some of the people who we have coming up on office hours. I'm going to have Rhonda Wall of VA Village, and we'll, I'm sure, get into something wacky about back-end support. I'm also going to have Visify on, which is a digital agency and design shop. Erica Wiley with Profit Geeks, and we might actually talk more about being an entrepreneurial mom than we will talk about websites with Erica. We have Tracy Jackson Hall of the Thrive Company coming up also. She does branding for small businesses, and we'll have a bunch of other interesting guests coming up too. If you would like to be a guest on office hours, just email hello@gingersnapworks.com and we'll set you up with a time to be on office hours. All right, so thank you for joining us. Have a good night, and please Google Make This Work.
Awesome.
Bye. Thanks, Roberta.
Bye.